Good afternoon. I'm Monisa Klein here at the GBTA broadcast studio. And joining me today is Billy McDonough, who is the president for the Americas for FCM Travel, all the way in from Philadelphia. Billy, welcome.
Thanks so much.
It's great to have you.
It's great to be here.
And congrats, 28 years with FCM.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It is.
So I've been to many GBTAs, so it's great to see.
Good. Has it been a good show for you so far?
Really good.
Yeah,
So,
I think there's a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm.
A lot of new participants, new buyers, so it's been really interesting.
And I think that's important, right? Get some of the new generation in. So
yeah, it's important for us, especially being in the industry a long time, to continually work to grow the industry.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Not a lot of people's first choice.
Yeah.
So it's incumbent upon us to make sure we add people to the industry.
And it's great that you guys are so well represented as well. So
we've got a large contingent, with our international team here as well as our Americas-based team. So it's good to see.
Excellent. Well, thanks for taking a few minutes with me and sharing some of your insight. There's been a lot of shakeup in the industry, right? This is the most exciting industry I think ever. There's been a lot of things happening, not just this weekend, but just this past year, and it's really impacted, from what I understand, buyer confidence. How is FCM maintaining stability for its business and customers?
That's a really good question, and I'd answer by saying it's important that our customers feel heard and cared about. And one of the things that it's really been highlighted over the last several years is the importance of personalized communication. And we make sure that we deliver that through our dedicated agent team structure as opposed to a call center. So that's really the foundation for us to be able to establish that trust and really strengthen those relationships.
Yeah.
We also utilize technology centered around our FCM platform. So it's not just a portal, it becomes a one-stop shop so that travel managers and buyers can get what they need, whether it's reporting or data or approvals, things that help them make their program more successful. And I guess for the naysayers that were out there, TMCs do care about NDC. I think that's been one of the most impactful things that we've experienced recently. And for us, it's really important that we collaborate with our industry partners. United Airlines has been a great partner in this, where we're doing pilots with OBTs and with our customers to really ensure that we're able to deliver the best content available at the right time for our customers.
Excellent. You mentioned relationships. I think that's so important. And then if you back it up with the technology, that's very powerful. It's
working to make sure you have that proper blend.
Right.
You can't rely on one or the other too heavily. It's really finding that perfect marriage. And it's hard sometimes because you have to adjust based on the needs of a specific customer. So there really isn't a one-size-fits-all approach.
Right.
It's making sure that you're in tune enough with your customer to give them what they need and what's going to work best for them.
No, that's really good. The theme here seems to be change, and buyers get nervous when there's so much of it at once, everything, everywhere, all at once. How does FCM help buyers stay ahead of the curve?
Well, first of all, it's our 20th anniversary this year. So, so 20 years. Big milestone birthday. And change is really, and adaptability has always been a critical part and a core part of who FCM is. Agility is not a buzzword. It's really a philosophy and how we operate as a business. And we make sure that from the very beginning, when we're partnering with a customer, that we have a very structured onboarding process so that we help people manage through change is always, it can be a little scary, it can create uncertainty. So we try to make it as methodical as possible from day one, because then it really sets them up to be able to react to what other changes may occur in the industry as the program continues to develop. So if you have a strong foundation, I think it just makes it easier. Change is only as hard as you make it. And just making sure that you continue to approach change with a positive outlook. There's always an opportunity that's created via change, and I think sometimes it's important to shift the conversation to look for what good can come out of this, and really lean into that to try to maximize opportunity for both ourselves and our customers.
Good food for thought. Supplier retailing models are definitely transforming. What are your thoughts, and how is FCM responding?
So I guess obviously the example we referred to earlier with NDC, that's probably been the most impactful part of the evolution of the industry. And at FCM, we try to maintain being at the forefront of trying to find these opportunities and where things are changing direction and introducing disruption in some instances to the industry. For us, NDC, for example, isn't about the future, it's now. And it will continue to evolve in how we consume it, how it advances. We've noticed the conversation changing from accessing content to being able to service the content on behalf of the traveler. So I think it's important that we help drive that, sometimes accelerate that evolution to say, all right, we've got this part, now let's make sure we keep an eye on this part so that overall, by collaborating with partners and suppliers in the industry, you can create something that's meaningful. And it's not just, we've seen some carriers change for change's sake. Yeah. That's not how we operate in FCM. And when I reference piloting with a partner like United, we worked together with various OBTs to make sure that we weren't just looking at the mechanics, but actually what does this mean for the end user and the traveler, and ultimately what opportunity does that create? I know we're committed to making sure that we're able to deliver the best content, but through the most rewarding and kind of exciting experience for the traveler, because NDC is very exciting. And I think that new retailing is going to be the wave of, a huge wave of possibilities for us as an industry.
Right. Seems like there's acceptance in place. Now it's just making it all work, right? Yeah. Getting in concert with...
And tying the various pieces together, because, it could have been a very unifying introduction of the technology and the distribution, but everybody has their own little way of achieving that objective. So it's important that we continue the conversation to make sure that where we can, we keep the end user as a critical piece of that discussion.
Good. Well, Billy, thank you so much for sharing your perspective and insight, and congratulations on your 28 years.
Thank you.
Sounds like you guys have a great representation here at convention, and I hope you guys have a great conference.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Monisa Klein here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio.